In view of the ongoing controversies surrounding the Iri Ji Mbaise 2022 edition, given the contradictory or opposing standpoint between the Ndi Eze Mbaise and Ndi Ezeji Mbaise on the customary grand reception of Mbaise people and visitors after the riots on August 15th, Onyonyo Mbaise crew deemed it appropriate to ascertain the true position of things. There was a public announcement via radio, print, and online publication credited to Mbaise Council of Traditional Rulers, signed by the chairman, His Royal Highness Eze Diri, the Eze of Umunat Autonomous Community in Nguru, Abon Mbaise. The announcement stated that Mbaise Council of Traditional Rulers, in agreement with Ezuruezu Mbaise and Ndi Ezeji Mbaise, having considered the security challenges in the state, therefore decide to cancel the grand reception of crowd on August 15th to avert dangers or any form of violence that may lead to loss of lives on casualties. The cancellation of the grand reception is more valid or justified given that the Iri Ji Mbaise 2022 edition falls on a Monday, which is a lockdown or sit-at-home day in Iboland. To clear the air pertaining the announcement, we had to interview the stakeholders and custodians, as the case may be, in order to set the record straight.
Chief Ezeji Igor Ikaw and the Nathan Seminole. Hemene okwu dị otu ọhụ chedama ọwụ ihe akpọrọ Nigeria ma ịma ihe gbasara nchekwa akụ ndụ na ụba kemgbe afọ ole taa ọ maga jijiji ka egbuole ndị dị ahụ agala ma n'ụlọ chọọchị ma market places ga-egbusia ndị mmadụ. Ịhụrụ ihe mere na St. Francis Catholic Church in Ondo State ebe a ga-egbusia ndị mmadụ. Mmadụ kwara ihe ọzọ n'Imo steeti na ịhụrụ otu ejiri gbusia some people, especially ebe ọlụ na adịghị onye na-akọdacha reason na the proper people mere ihe ndị a. So mgbe o rukwere ahụ that the type of insecurity nọ na Imo steeti n'afọ akarịala ka ịnụ mbụ. Abịa ka asị ịkpọkọta ndị Mbaise otuleshe bi na-eje ewebata at least 3 million people. Na o nwere ike wụrụ a place ndị omekome na-agaghị ma ndị ọwụ nwere ike kọzụ ihe agaghị akọzụ. Eze nwoke ọchọ wụkwa na eze ndị Mbaise ya were kpọka ndị Ezuruezu na ndị Ezeji si ndị eze yala hapụ ekpebiele ma nwa ahụ na-asị ụbọchị jọrọ njọ na ji ka afọ na o nwere oke a ga-eji edomaghị onye ụlọ ha na-agba ọkụ ha ọ naghị achụ oke. Ọ dịkwa na onye ha ọma ihe na-akpụjiri nke olie na mmiri asa owenye ya kwuru egwu anyị sị ndị Ezeji ndị Ezuruezu na ji ka afọ na ọ gara ịka mma mgbe erie ihe n'ọnụ usekwu kama ịkpọkọta ndị Mbaise na ndị mba hụrụ ome. Mgbe anyị jikwere n'ile ya anya hụ sị ikekwe okwu ohu hene anyị ekwere mụ na onwe m nkwana President Ezeji Mbaise ma bịa kara ndị Ezeji si lekwenụ ọnọdụ ejiri home si ndị eze ekwuole ndị Ezuruezu ekwuo anyị na onwe anyị kwana ọ dakwara ha ịga nso ọ dịghị ma onye kwuo enye kwuru enye. anyị kwuru eso oke ya dị ma otu ndị eze ejikwenye ehie hụ gara nzukọ karịa ha sị ha agaghị ime omenala kama omenala ahụ ha ga-ime n'iji ego osisi awalara ndị Mbaise ji ọ gaghị awụrịrị na 15th ha mere ehie ụjọ bịarala ndị mmadụ ịmara na asị o nwere nnụrụ na-akpọ nwoke nsiri o highị nne bọtụ ọ ga-ele oke ọkpa buru ibu mgbe ọ na-ahụ na oke ọkpa abụrịfụ ọzọ abịa jụ oke ọkpa otu ese ele ihe mere na iwu ahịa na-esighị nne ka emeghe ụjọ na-adụ ya chị ya sị ọwa ụjọ o mere ya na-ahụ mgbe ya dị ntakịrị kemgbe ihe daghị otu onye ọbụla ụjọ dị onye ọbụla ụjọ dị onye ọbụla anya ihe mere na ekwute ihe hiri ehie adịghị onye nwe onye ọ na-adaghị ọwa ihe mere anyị jiri kwuo mgbe ehe si anyị kwude ekwe na ihe a kpọrọ Mbaise n'amaghịghị zati olu bịa si na nsukwu adagharị ndewo
Olu dịrị gị sa. So ịchọrọ ka ndị Mbaise agbụ na aga eri ji otu ha si eri ji na mbụ kama ndị Ezeji ga-ezukọ mee omenala iji egozi na ha wala ndị Mbaise ji.
ihe ewu olu mbụ iji mee ka eziokwu fụdị ọ wụta njidomie ọnọdụ chekwa na-asị ndị Mbaise niile ga-eghọdị aghọdị ụtọ ma olu abịa dagharị ma o ji dịrị n'ọnọdụ ugbu a
Okay, so
abịa n'ọnọdụ mmasị ịhụ nọọsụ eriri ji awụ m the number one person nọ na Mbaise ga-akasị masị rie ya ma ihe na-eme ma ọma ihe na-eme n'ihi na ọ gara kemgbe 2 months ọnwa abụọ ngwala wụ President Ezeji Mbaise aga m esi ngwanị ka ngala dị n'etu adịghị ama echi ma ọnwa echi ma dị ka ahụkwa mana ọwụhụ ihe dị mkpa wụ otu a ga-eji mee ihe a ghara ịda ọbara ghara ife ọwa ahụ ga anyị beziri mgbe anyị kwuru si ndị Mbaise rie na ji ke afọ n'ọnọdụ jiwa ji so that nne anọrọ nna anọrọ nwa anọrọ ikwu anọrọ ibe anọrọ ọ dịghị akwa ga-esonye ọ ga-arụkwe na otu Mbaise ha ga-asị nnọọ dịla na a ga-eririri ya then a na-amara n'otu eji eme n'ihi na otu onye ejighị awụ nna m
in the light of the cancellation of Iri Ji Mbaise 2022, different opinions are already on social media. People have different views. We are with the Secretary General of Mbaise Council of Traditional Rulers, His Royal Highness Eze Mark Mwamara. We are pleased to meet you, sir, Your Highness.
My pleasure, my brother.
So, Your Highness, what would you have to say about this Iri Ji Mbaise 2022?
Yes, since the past 2-3 months, we have been discussing Iri Ji Mbaise 2022 at the council level, and in our last meeting, which was held sometime in July, second week in July specifically, the Mbaise Council of Traditional Rulers finally resolved to stay down Iri Ji Mbaise for this year. When we say step down or stay down, we need to have it at a low-key level and not a mega thing. Yes, it's a traditional and cultural inheritance. But in as much as we appreciate that fact, we wouldn't want to expose our people unnecessarily. So for that singular fact, we resolved at the council level to have a low-key Iri Ji Mbaise 2020.
Okay, now it's not cancellation, it's low-key.
Low-key.
Unlike the mega funfair and the rest.
Yes.
Okay, now you are telling the Mbaise people like the singular reason why it's going to be low-key is because of security challenges. Can you just elaborate on that?
Because we know we are all in Mbaise here. Secondly, it falls on a Monday, which is 15th of. It's a tradition. It holds every 15th of August. But from what has been happening in Mbaise in recent times, Mondays are very frightful days in Mbaise. We don't want people to be unnecessarily exposed to whatever hazard. So we prefer we celebrate it low-key so that everybody will be alive to celebrate the Iri Ji. It's still coming up next year. Then we'll have a mega program like we normally do.
Okay, so Ndi Eze Mbaise as a whole, because we have.
It was our resolve, yes.
Okay, and with the consent of Ndi Ezeji.
Exactly. And
Ezuruezu Mbaise.
Exactly.
All right, so
Ezuruezu is a social cultural organization in Mbaise.
Okay.
So whatever we do that concerns culture and tradition, we carry everybody along.
Okay.
If there is any other social cultural organization that is in existence in Mbaise, I am sure they must have been put on notice.
All right, it's a pleasure, sir. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir.
And you too. Thank you.
Your Highness, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Ndi Mbaise chọrọ ịma ihe gbasara Iri Ji Mbaise 2022, when you step way down, or is it total cancellation, or is it just a step down? They just want to hear from the horse's mouth, sir.
We had a meeting, Ndi Eze Mbaise, and our people decided that there's no Iri Ji this year because of the situation in the country. The security report is very, very bad, and we don't want to risk our people. And that is a kind of system that you can't gather a lot of people, and people cannot be gathered in any form at all without proper arrangement. So we decided to step down the Iri Ji. Ezuruezu joined us. Ezeji joined us. And we all agreed that there should be no Iri Ji this year, and further notice. As soon as the security situation improves, then we'll be able to tell our people and gather the way we used to gather.
Okay, sir. Also, the main reason for the whole cancellation, people can still eat yam in their various homes.
They are advised to eat in their various homes. Stay in your homes with your family and eat your yam. As soon as the situation improves, we will all gather where we used to gather and then deal with the ceremony. But we cannot do ceremony with the situation in the country.
Okay.
That is why we said everybody stay at home and enjoy yourself. And as soon as the situation improves, we will continue with a normal festival.
But in Ndi Ezeji, they will do the normal.
The normal ceremony will be done, not gathering.
Okay, before the
Iri Ji. Few people will go and do the ceremony, the normal thing that we have to appease the gods.
Okay, before people can start
eating.
Okay.
It's not to be announced.
Okay.
It's normally done.
Okay.
So which they will do, and then everybody can now sit at home and enjoy yourself. And like you said, we don't want people crowding and doing all kinds of things. Some people are thinking that, oh, the best thing is to go and eat yam and do ceremony.
Okay.
And we are saying no. It's not, our problem is not to do ceremony. Okay. Our problem is to save our people.
Okay.
And keep our people alive.
Okay.
The person that will celebrate is somebody who goes to war and come back. If you go to war and die there, you can't celebrate.
And that day is on 15th, on Monday, which is a lockdown.
Yes.
Which is a lockdown.
Normally, it's a lockdown day, so we don't want to risk people's life.
Okay.
That is why we said no.
Okay.
Let them sit at home and enjoy it. And then the next time, if the situation improves, we'll now deal with the New Yam Festival.
Okay. Okay. So security is the major reason.
Security is important because in this country, everybody is crying security. And it's only a stupid fowl that will have kids and carry them out, and then they will carry them away. So we don't have to do that.
All right, sir.
So let everybody sit at home and enjoy themselves. We can't pull people out.
Thank you, sir. Do the reggae, sir.
You're welcome.
The reason why the Iri Ji Mbaise 2022 is stepped down or cancelled.
It's not cancelled. It's not stepped down. It's
Okay.
not cancelled. It's not stepped down. He's sacrosanct. He's a Iri Ji. Right? Onye koro jige buji ya rie lende gari anonu nyeri aka n'ọrụ. Yeah, they are rights. But ota ine je many na mo pap there la field. I say I do police no na house, I do train no na and security. The security concern. That is the word you will use.
Okay.
Because security concern in Imo State and Nigeria and everywhere. You know, that's precisely.
Okay, so we're trying to avoid large gathering of people.
Yeah, precisely. I say, you know better than myself.
And that day coincided with lockdown.
Sit down.
Yeah, oh, lockdown.
Sit at home.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll sit at home.
So,
we don't want to expose anybody.
okay. Lives before culture. Okay. All right. Okay.
Families.
Okay.
Many families
gathering step or down. All right, so do the run, sir. Just when we thought it was already concluded that Iri Ji Mbaise 2022 will not involve large gathering of people except the statutory rights of Ndi Ezeji, that Mbaise people are advised to celebrate in their various and respective homesteads. A press release with the letterhead of Ezuruezu Mbaise title holders Farmers Cultural Society with the headline Ezuruezu Mbaise official release on Iri Ji 2022 surfaced online. The well-articulated one-page publication in summary challenged the authority of any traditional, civil or religious body to singularly appropriate on Iri Ji Mbaise Day, August 15th. Article 3 of the press release stated, and I read, Ndi Ezeji shall perform the statutory role in the observation of the right of Iri Ji Mbaise on Monday 15th August in the manner they have chosen for this year 2022. The event shall be streamed live to the world and the link shall be provided for our kids and kings. This shall be followed by a grand reception by Ndi Eze and well-meaning Mbaise groups at Itu, Ezinite on 16th August 2022. Ndi Eze, well-meaning groups, 16th of August, underlined. The press release was signed by Ezeji Kachimoga, Coordinator Iri Ji, Ezeji Lawrence Ekweme, Secretary Ezeji Mbaise, Ezeji Gregory Ikago, President General Ezeji Mbaise, whom we had interviewed earlier on the matter. On this note, it's obvious that there is some sort of division amongst Ndi Eze Mbaise and amongst Ndi Ezeji, and of course between Ndi Eze and Ndi Ezeji. We are not much concerned about the rift amongst the stakeholders because it's not new, but we are concerned, very much concerned, about the postponement of the grand reception from the 15th to 16th of August. What does this portend for the Iri Ji Mbaise tradition, which makes August 15th sacrosanct? Is this acceptable? Is this an aberration? Or is it due to political machinations? Who has the final singular authority to appropriate on Iri Ji Mbaise? These are some of the questions bugging our mind and begging for answers. We tried to get public opinion on the matter, but due to the general phobia for camera amongst the populace, we couldn't get sufficient interviews, so we decided to go by what we gathered from the interactions we had. Most people were of the opinion that the postponement is an aberration of Iri Ji Mbaise tradition, that any other gathering aside the 15th of August, regardless of the justification, is no longer Iri Ji Mbaise, that it's an individual or separate event. We also heard about a newly formulated association called Onyonyo Mbaise, supposedly involved in the planning of the event. And this presupposed the vested political interest, since the association is said to be less than 1 month old. As a pro-Mbaise media brand whose focus and concern is primarily to protect and promote the image, reputation, and integrity of Machinations vis-a-vis her culture, ideals, people, and interests, we hereby state categorically, like many have expressed before, that our cultural heritage, especially Iri Ji Mbaise, is under attack by politicians who seek to exploit the Iri Ji Mbaise festival for political and personal gains. 15th of August is sacrosanct to Mbaise people, just as 25th of December is sacrosanct to Christians all over the world. It is unheard of that the Christmas day was postponed for any reason, and it can never be postponed. Postponing the festivity of Iri Ji Mbaise to 16th or any other day sets a dangerous precedent, one that could be used to abuse or alter the sacredness of 15th of August, which even non-Mbaise people globally have identified with. On this note, we would like to use this medium to beg our stakeholders, Ndi Eze Mbaise, Ndi Ezeji, Ezuruezu Mbaise, other socio-cultural groups, and politicians to always protect the integrity and sacredness of Iri Ji Mbaise and our cultural heritage against their personal or political interests for the sake of posterity. In the spirit of festivity, we hereby wish the good people of Mbaise Nation a happy and safe Iri Ji Mbaise celebration. May the gods of our land bless us with bountiful harvests. And may the good Lord bless all our endeavors as far as we're doing what is right, just, fair, and good. Yagazie. Mbaise.